Good morning, students. I am Ms. Shweta, your English teacher. Today, in this video, we will learn how to read our chapter correctly with the correct pronunciation and with some new words. So, please all of you open up your page number 1. The name of your chapter is Toinette and the Elves. One day, when Toinette had gone to fetch water from a well in the forest, she met Thistle the elf. He was crying as a thorn had pricked him. Toinette helpfully removed it and said that she would have helped him earlier if she had seen him. At this, Thistle showed her how his cap made him invisible. Toinette was thrilled to see it and wanted to be invisible too. After warning her that being invisible was not always nice, Thistle said that he would repay her kindness by giving her fern seeds which would make her invisible. He asked her to leave her window open that night. Read on to find out what happens. Thistle laid a finger on his nose, jumped like a grasshopper, clapped on his cap and vanished. Toinette took her picture and hurried home. All of you, please mark the difficult words here. Pricked, invisible, thrilled, clapped, picture, hurried, vanish. Pricked, invisible, thrilled, clapped, vanished, picture, hurried. Her siblings wanted to know what had kept her, but Toinette spoke so crossly to them that they went away to play by themselves. At bedtime, Toinette opened her bedroom window and waited for Thistle. Presently, she dozed off. Late at night, she suddenly woke up to see and many other elves in her room. "Do you still wish to be invisible?" asked Thistle. "Yes, I do." Thistle took out some tiny brown seeds from a box and put them in Toinette's shoes. To reappear, shake out the seeds from the shoes. "Goodbye," said Thistle. "Goodbye and thank you," replied Toinette. The next day was Christmas. Toinette woke up early, got ready, wore her shoes and went downstairs. Mother was stirring porridge over the fire. Toinette went and stood near her, but she neither moved nor turned her head. Soon Mother called out, "Toinette, Mark, Jeniton, Pierre, Mary, breakfast is ready." Please underline the difficult words here. Sibling, presently, dozed off, stirring. Siblings, presently, doze off, stirrings. "Toinette isn't upstairs," said Mary. "That's strange," said Mother. "I didn't see her go out." Toinette giggled. What fun it was to be invisible. The children sat down to breakfast. As Mother served the porridge, she asked, "Where is Toinette?" Prairie whispered to Mark, "Perhaps a wolf has eaten her up." Mark answered unfeelingly, "Then I want her room." Toinette's eye filled with tears. The morning went by. Mother often went to the door to see if Toinette was coming, while the children played happily and did not seem to miss her at all. This made Toinette very sad. She thought, "It seems as if they are fine without me." She quietly went and sat under a rose bush. She began to think. I didn't tell Jeniton a story that day. I slapped Mary last Friday. I threw Mark's ball into the fire because he was unkind. I said that I wished a bear would eat Perry up when he broke my cap. What a bad sister I have been. Suddenly, Toinette stood up and said out loud, "But I can be better and kinder if I tried. And I will." She shook the seeds out of her shoes and ran home. Underline the difficult words: giggled, porridge, unfeelingly. Giggled, porridge, unfeelingly. Next morning, Toinette was not quite the same girl she had been before. She tried to be kinder, less selfish, and more patient. The children began to love Toinette much more. A year passed. It was Christmas Eve again. Late at night, Toinette woke up to a sharp tapping sound. Thistle was drumming on the window's glass. Toinette opened the window and Thistle flew in. "Merry Christmas, Toinette," he said. "I have brought you a present." He took out some fern seeds. "Oh no," she cried. "I don't like fern seeds." Thistle said, "I think this year might be different from last year. Try it." Thistle put the seeds in Toinette's shoes. Next morning, Toinette got ready, wore her shoes, and went downstairs with a trembling heart. She saw that the little ones were eagerly waiting for her. "I wish Toinette would hurry," said Prairie. "It will be fun to surprise her. I would like to see her turn pink with joy," declared Mary. "She is always so sweet and kind to us," said Prairie. Delighted, Toinette sped upstairs, took out of the seeds from her shoes, and came down again. "Merry Christmas," shouted the children. Mark gave her a wooden ship that he had made for her. Toinette was overjoyed. Mark underline the difficult words: patient, drumming, shouted. Patient, drumming, shouted. At midnight, Thistle and the Elves came again. "How was it?" asked Thistle. "I liked it this time," declared Toinette. "Thank you so much. Now, will you do something for us?" "We elves love fern seed soup, but it has to be cooked over a real fire, and we dare not to go near fire, lest our wings scorch. So, will you make us some?" "Indeed I will," cried Toinette. "Only you must tell me how." Down into the kitchen they went. Toinette mixed and stirred as the elves instructed, and when the soup was done, served it to them piping hot. How they feasted! Underline the difficult words: declared, instructed, stirred. Declared, instructed, stirred. This story is done by Susan College. Thank you.